Hi everyone, welcome back to my garden. Let's take care of this container we planted last year. Let's spruce it up. I have a lot of dead foliage and I also want to add some daffodils just for an extra pop of color. It's been a very hard period for me to garden, but I'm entering a more energetic phase and the sun is shining, so I wanted to take this opportunity to just zhuzh things up. Let me give you a close-up of this container. I have two different varieties of Hellebores, and I'm thinking we add some daffodils. This daffodil is just amazing as it has this beautiful peach throat. It's called Ivona. I bought it, as you can see it, but I think it's gonna make such difference here in this container. Last year we planted the snowdrops. We had some of the primroses here, but those died back, and I want to take care of all this dead foliage of the Hellebores, because I think after we take care of this, so many things would look so much better. The Muehlenbeckia is looking a little bit rough. I still see a little bit of green growth, but I'm thinking I'll let it be for now, because it might push some new foliage soon. So let's take care first of the dead Hellebore foliage, so we can create ourselves some more space to work around, and afterwards we will try to fit in the beautiful new daffodils. Who said that a perennial container cannot look good all year round? I've enjoyed this beautiful container all of last year, and I most definitely will try again in the future to plant as many perennials in containers, and afterwards, when they get too big for the space, we can just move them in a better space in the garden. This poor Muehlenbeckia, I don't even know if I should leave it as it is or take it out. I will just give it a try, leave it as it is for now. I'm trying to, because I do see some green leaves. Alright. Let's see, where did I see another one? The Hebes are looking good. And this beautiful, I think it's called Anna's Red Hellebore, and this one has a white double flower. Alright, let's fit in the beautiful daffodils. Because I put them outside, what I will try to do is just dig a hole big enough for the whole clump, and then cover them with soil up to here. Let's see. Last year I had here some Cypress I put in, but I don't think those liked the container life. because they died quite soon after I planted them. Look at this absolutely stunning throat of a daffodil. It has such a nice peachy color. It starts as a yellow and then it ages to this peach. I love it. How this beauty turned out. Oh, I'm loving it. The contrast of the dark hellebore flower and the light daffodil is just amazing. You guys, I'm over the moon with how things are looking in this container. Except for the Mühlenbecker that's looking sad, everything else is just shining and cheerful. Spring cheer, right? Now let's clean after ourselves, and I prepared here a nice greenhouse. Oh my goodness, I was reviewing some of the footage I took a few minutes ago, and I realized I'm really pregnant. Right now I'm 32 weeks along, so still 8 weeks to go. In the meantime, we do as much as we can. Normally, when I would harden off my seedlings, I would just take them out and lay them here on the pavement in front of my door. But I found recently that it's harder and harder for me to pick up things from the ground level. And I found this greenhouse in the supermarket the other day, in the Lidl supermarket. I got it, but this brand PARKSIDE, I think you can also purchase in Kaufland. Might be at Penny as well, but for sure with Lidl and Kaufland you can find the PARKSIDE products. This is a makeshift greenhouse for hardening of your seedlings. It's 140 by 140, so a square, and tall, 2 meters tall, which should make access to it easier. They also had like a smaller version, but I do have a lot of seedlings, I have to admit, and I figured after I finish hardening of my seedlings, planting them out, I can just pack it all up, store it for next year, and use it again next year, of course. So let's open the greenhouse together to see how it looks. I'm so curious, you guys. I've been eyeing this greenhouse since last year, but for some reason I did not pull the plug last year. I was not, I don't know, confident enough. I felt I had enough space to harden my seedlings here outside, but if they are on a shelf, as you can see on this picture, then it's gonna be so much easier to store them, access them, and take care of them. I picked this spot to build it because it's a shelter from the wind, and it's really close to the entry of my home, so I can easily water things, and if it's close to my entry, then I figured I won't let things dry out. Let's see. How am I supposed to do this? As I was saying, it's harder and harder to get up. All right. So let me take you on a closer look so you see what I've got in the box. So we have the shelves. Clearly, these are the shelves. We have a lot of how do you call these parts? They are all labeled with a letter, and I'm searching for the instructions. So next part, we have the connectors, a few string pieces. Let's see if we can find. I think these are for bolting down the greenhouse to the ground so it doesn't get taken off by the wind. Here are the instructions, and it has the outside cover. Let's see. So here are the instructions. As you can see, at every corner it has a plastic connector, then it's lettered with the parts you need to place so you get the proper shape, and after you have one layer you can put the shelving, add another, and so on until the last layer has the roof shape, and on top you just add the cover. It's supposed to be anchored to the ground. Because I'm placing it here on the concrete, I won't be anchoring it to the ground, but I'm thinking I could maybe place some pots here or some stones so it doesn't fly away. It's kind of in a protected, sheltered spot here anyway. Oh no, you guys, I've run into some serious trouble. Of course, I did not measure anything when I got the greenhouse. And of course, I imagined this sidewalk to be a bit wider than the 170 that it is. Hence, the greenhouse is 140. I really have to pivot to figure a different place where I can set it up. And I'm thinking I'll move it just across the wall over there. But before I do that, I want to make the base of it just to make sure how big it is. I'll also bring some wood bark chips to put on the soil so I don't have weeds popping inside the greenhouse. And then I'll continue building it up in its final place. Let me show you where I want to move it. So as you can see, the sidewalk is not wide enough for me to pass comfortably around the greenhouse, to enter it, to work in it, and so on. So I figured, what if I were to move it on this side of the wall, because this is our property as well. This area I still have to develop, and it's going to go through a bunch of changes hopefully this summer. Over here I have a tree peony that put on some major growth. As you can see, it's really nice. So I would not like to shade it with a greenhouse. What I would also not like is to have it straight in front of my window. So I'm thinking we place it from here to here. I tried cleaning up a bunch of the weeds I have here. As I was saying, this is not a developed space. I have a bunch of started projects. Over there some tulips, the tree peony. I kept the edging because I wanted to figure out where I want to do the edging. But now if I put the greenhouse here in a temporary position, I'm going to have to maybe cut it so it doesn't look so bad. I don't even know why I opened it on the ground when I could have put it on the wall, but life as it is gives us wisdom after we go through stuff. So I'm just gonna put these up so it's easier to work around. Okay, so I did the first part and I'm supposed to do the second part, right? Now let's figure out where we want to place it. So it's quite a generous space. I'm happy with it. I'm thinking I could align it with the side of the window, something like this, so it does not shade the tree peony. What you see here in the back are the irrigation pipes that I made myself. They stretched quite a bit because of the heat, but I'm thinking if I bring the wood chip bark and I place it around, I could get it pretty much to a level station, and I can tie it to my post here. This second part of my property we added later. We first purchased the home, and then it was a opportunity to invest in this second patch of land. That's why we have the fencing between the two plots. But in time I would absolutely love to take the wall down, even though at the moment this makes for a very nice cozy sitting situation. But I could put some pillows and we could make like a nice sitting area. It's gonna be a project for another summer, I think. For this summer what I wanted to do was to make a nice sitting area here, maybe a swing for the kids, because the sun goes in this direction, and in the afternoon during the very hot days of summer, this place is the absolute nicest to be and to lounge and to spend your time in. So I'm gonna go bring some of the wood bark to level things up here, and then I'll continue building the next layer of the greenhouse. Here in the corners it could definitely use some more wood chips, but overall I think it's a great base for my greenhouse, and hopefully these wood chips will break down in time, and then I can spread them across my flower bed. I can reuse them, so it's gonna be fine. I don't feel like putting gravel. It's worth the effort for what I want to achieve in such a short period of time here. This is how the second layer is going to start. We have to do the contour for the shelves, but I really have to run to pick up my kids from school, and I'll continue on the project afterwards. When I get back, the sun will be towards the hills, so this area will be in full shade. But if the weather is nice and we don't have a bunch of wind, I will definitely continue. If the weather is not so nice, then I'll start again in the morning. Far things are looking great. I'm really happy with how the greenhouse is turning, and the container is an absolute beauty. I'm so happy. It just changed my mood working in the garden in the sun today. It's been a lovely time. And it's a new day. I could no longer work yesterday. In the evenings, for some reason, we get a lot of wind in this area, and for some reason this morning we also are having a bit of wind, so I just want to power through with the greenhouse, because I have a lot of plants waiting to be potted out and to be hardened off. So let's get with the second shelf. I'll have the help of my kids today as well, because it's a Saturday, so it's gonna be a lot of commotion here in my garden. You guys, I feel like I put the cover at the peak wind moment. it blew the wind so badly at that point that I feel that I could not choose a worse moment to put the cover on. But finally I put the strings on. I did not get a chance to film that part. This string I tied to my pole. This one I anchored to the ground. I don't feel this one to the ground is gonna be that secure, at least not as secure as the one to the pole. And let me show you pros and cons and what I would have done differently to the concept of the greenhouse. So inside we have these nice shelving. The height I think is nice. I could definitely fit another shelf over there in the back, or at least a bench of sorts. It has here to the back a little window with mesh, and you can roll up the window and tie it with a clamp. What I would have done differently, I don't know. Most definitely I would not have put this socket here, but closer to the zip, and I actually put a hole through the plastic and put the anchor over there, because this side was flapping around all the time, which I feel like actually contributed to damaging the zipper. So one of the cons is the way this zipper is sewn to the plastic. What I would have done differently, me coming from a sewing background and experience with the sewing, I would have tied, maybe put this in 2 or 3 folds, like so it's much thicker, and it gets this raffia string as well in the seam, and then sewn it to the zipper. Also on this other side, the zipper is very narrowly sewn in, not even in the second seam. So it has 2 seams, but it only catches the first seam. All in all, I think it's a great investment. It was around 50 euros, so I won't mind this little defect. When I'll take it down, I'll try to fix it with my own sewing machine. Overall, they thought about a lot of details. They even put these little holders for the shelving, so I think it's gonna get the job done. Let's get to my first plants inside. I have at least 2 pots that I had in mind. Oh, I forgot to show you it. The zipper can be pulled from both inside and outside. Let me show you. So the zipper can be pulled from both the inside and outside of the little greenhouse, which is super cool. And I really liked that they put the clickable holders for the door. It's a bit unfortunate that this was not sewn quite properly, and you can tell it's not quite sewn properly because the edge of the zipper, it's at the very edge of the seam. So that's the sad part, but I think I can fix that with my own sewing machine after I take this down. The wind roughed me real good today. Given the investment. I think it's worth the 50 euros it cost me. It's gonna get the job done. I can stand quite comfortably inside. I have a lot of shelves space, and even the air ventilation that's available, I think it's going to be super useful for the hot days ahead. I'm so excited. I just have to bring at least 2 of the plants I want to move out here. I have a fig tree and purple fountain grass that takes up a lot of space in my home. The poor fig tree suffered quite a bit inside my home because it does not have enough air circulation, and it has some pests on it. I'm gonna treat it with a bug spray of sorts. And fountain grass is like super huge because I did not cut it back, and it takes up too much space. Let's get those here. And oh, it's getting quite warm inside, which is nice. And it's so nice to actually have like a space where you can work in the nice warm weather we have this spring without being blown away by the wind that I'm experiencing here in my area. So this is the poor fig tree. It's looking rough. I did not water it recently, but I liked that it has plenty of space on the shelf. Look at this. Poor guy has some pests, but I think it's gonna recover after we take care of it. And the fact that these allow the water to drain down there, it's even better. Let me bring the purple fountain grass, put it there so we don't waste the water. And hopefully I'll take you along throughout the use of this greenhouse. It's making a lot of noise at the moment because we do have a lot of wind.